All right, Patriots come out with a big-time win today, and joining me now is former head coach and defensive coordinator, Matt Patricia. Good to see you, my friend.
Great to see you, too. Thanks for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure. I want to talk about 3 big plays in this Patriots game that came up big. One, let's start with Jacoby Brissett going down the field, hitting Kayshon Boutte on a post.
Yeah, great play by Jacoby. I think, you see right away he recognized the blitz was coming.
Right.
Knew that they were going to add on, had the double mug look. Both linebackers walked up in the A-gaps. And really great route, spun Sauce Gardner on him, got his hips turned to the sideline, kind of banged that skinny 8 inside and turned it into a big play. But just to watch Jacoby, come off the bench, great poise, veteran leadership, a guy that every single day is in that building working extremely hard to be prepared and ready for the moment. And certainly when that moment came, it was not too big, and he made a great play. And there was a free runner coming, and he stood in there the entire time and
took the hit
and made the play.
Stepped up, and Boutte caught it.
Yeah, unbelievable catch, and it was unbelievable as far as the finish. And but that's just great football, great coordination by those guys being on the same page, and the protection giving them just enough time. The Jets defender got a little bit in no man's land. He was about 8 yards from the line of scrimmage, so that gave Jacoby enough time to actually identify the blitz, be able to see the the receiver turn Sauce and find that inside lane to throw in. So kind of great play, great awareness. I'm sure that came with great film study by Jacoby, just being ready to go.
Christian Ellis, a guy you know well, came up with a big sack.
Yeah, it was great to see him and his energy. I had him last year in Philly, and unbelievable guy, great player, great football family. His brothers play in the league, his dad played in the league. Has a great energy about him.
He does?
He does. He's one of those guys that can pull, a locker room or a team or a unit together, special teams, defense, whatever it is. And to see him, have that sack at a critical time in the game. They went with a 3-down look. He kind of was off the line of scrimmage, a little bit at linebacker level.
There you go.
Disguising a little bit. The guard missed him. He timed it up perfectly, went clean through, got the sack, and that momentum, that swing. That was just a great play. I was so happy for him. And again, I think that's a guy that's people are going to gravitate to just because of his love for the game, the energy he has. It's really neat to see.
And then there was the Marcus Jones punt return, 62 yards.
Yeah, great play.
Been there, done that?
Brought some memories back, right? I mean, the Jets, the good thing about them is you can count on them, right? So, they kick it back to Marcus, and I'm having flashbacks to a couple years ago. It was the same sideline, same direction in the stadium, and Marcus just did a great job of setting up the first, missed tackle, got to the sideline, turned it up, had some great blocks that, sprung him free, and it looked just like it did a couple years ago when he broke it to help us win the game, and, this one put him in great position coming out of the half. That was a great play. He's an unbelievable player, dynamic. I don't know if I'd kick to him. I think I'd probably try to, pin that on the sideline or kick it as far away from as possible and not give him a chance to ruin your day. But he did. He got the Jets.
You are so good at breaking down film. Tell me about the show that you're doing now.
I appreciate that. We're doing a show, Coach, with Bill Belichick and myself. Just a little bit of a different spin on, the normal show. I think great way for Coach Belichick and I to give our insight into the game, break down some plays as they come up during the course of the week, and then also highlight some different parts of the game, whether it's position, maybe how we would game plan certain teams. We call them Tuesday players, game changers, all those guys that we talk about through the course of the week, kind of that behind the curtain look at things that we would do, in the week, getting ready to play a football game.
And it's a conversation. You're not yelling at each other, right?
Yeah.
You're just talking football.
Yeah, it's really just, honestly, like he and I would be sitting in his office or my office looking at film and talking about the game. It's a lot of fun for me. It kind of just takes me back to, that's where he and I really grow and we go back and forth and challenge each other with some scheme stuff, which is great. But really just football education. I think that's the biggest thing is, Vince Lombardi did a special it was back in the late 60s, right in between his coaching with Green Bay and when he was coaching with the Redskins. And he put a whole bunch of football series videos out, the art and science of football, as he called it. And it just gave me an idea in the spring. I was like, talking with Bill, and we were on a trip together, and I said, it'd be great if we could really do this. Kind of talk about how we look at the game, how we teach the game, talk about tackling, talk about fundamentals, ball security, the history of the game.
Right.
And I started to write the show and put some ideas down with him.
What's the name of the show?
It's called Coach, and
Coach.
It's Coach on YouTube. It's free, which is amazing. I think that's what a lot of people say. They're like, how do we get Coach Belichick for free on YouTube? But he just wants to give back. We want to both give back and give our insight into the game. So it's a lot of fun. We do some crazy things on there. I got him cutting up old school 8mm film in one episode. He looked like a kid in the candy store. We were, ripping cut-ups on the wall. It was a lot of fun.
Well, you're looking good, man. Trim down the beard.
Yeah, it's
You got slimmer now.
I appreciate
You think about TV down the line here? This sports commentating?
This is fun. I mean, I like hanging out with you. I like doing this stuff. So this is great. I enjoy it a lot. I appreciate you having me on.
Man, great to see you.
Thanks so much.
Matt Patricia, our guest.